Hey guys, so I decided to make my 4-month postpartum video while I feed him because otherwise he's gonna be crying. I'm not only gonna talk about, what's been happening since my 3 months. I'm gonna talk about a little bit farther back since I have never done a postpartum video, and I just kind of want you guys to get a quick overview of everything that's been happening after my C-section. When I got pregnant, I thought that my boobs were going to be humongous because of my milk and my breastfeeding and all that kind of stuff. And before I got pregnant, I was a 34B, not that big. During my pregnancy, I went up to a 34C, and I was so happy because I was like, wow, if they stay like this, I am going to be the happiest girl in the entire world. They were perfect. To me, a B is a little bit small, a C is a perfect size. I loved being a C. About a week after I had my baby, my boobs went up to a 38C. So after breastfeeding and pumping for the first 2 months, my boobs shrank drastically. They got super tiny again. I don't even think that they're a 34B anymore. I think that they're smaller than that. It's super sad and super depressing, but it was all worth it, being able to breastfeed my son as long as I could. That's another thing I wanted to talk about was postpartum breastfeeding. I was able to breastfeed 3 days after he was born, and then after about 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, my milk started drastically dropping in production. So I was drinking teas, I was buying herb supplements and all that kind of stuff, and nothing worked. So I decided to just go full on formula, and he had already had a little bit of formula right when he was born, and that was what I didn't want, but since he already had it, so I thought, if we can't do anything else, if I can't produce breast milk, then why keep trying if it's never gonna happen? So I just went ahead and just did formula. I would literally sit there and pump for 30 minutes and get 1 drop of milk. You couldn't even see it in the bottle because it was just on the bottom, just like in the little outer ring. It wasn't working out for me. It was just so depressing though, because in the beginning I had so much milk. Another thing I wanted to talk about was my incision. It pretty much, at my 6-week postpartum appointment, my scar was pretty much healing really good. At that point, I still had the little bands over it, the little sticker things to kind of keep it close together more and dry. And I still had those. When you get a C-section, you do have to take a shower every day after your C-section, just to keep it clean so it doesn't get infected. I did not get any infection whatsoever. They did say it takes 6 months to heal completely on the outside or more, and it takes at least 2 years to heal completely on the inside. And after that, you might still have some pain around the scar or in more into your skin. Pretty much that's like an overview of all the things that really happened during my first couple months postpartum wise. There was nothing really big that I could think of, other than, it was hard to take a shower by myself for the first couple weeks. I had to have my boyfriend help me get in and out of the shower. It was so hard to walk too. I would have to walk super slow because it would hurt, like it was pulling it apart. Today is Sunday, and last Saturday I actually went on a roller coaster again, and today I am exactly 4 months postpartum, and I went on a roller coaster. It was a wooden roller coaster, so it was a little bumpy, and I was fine. So I don't know, everyone might be different healing wise, but for me, going on a roller coaster by 3 months and 3 weeks postpartum was okay. Wearing jeans was really painful for the first, I would want to say for the first 2 or 3 months. Maybe like a month ago, I was able to wear jeans again. It would just hurt because jeans are so tight and they're so rough that they would just hurt your incision so bad. Also wearing like thongs or G-strings that kind of irritates your scar a little bit because they're like so thin and low closer to the scar that it just scrubs on there. So it's easier to wear underwear that are more higher up and, you know, stuff like that. About at this point, I can pretty much wear any underwear and be comfortable. So now for my recent postpartum update, pretty much I am in a little bit of pain. When I touch it, or like my pants rubs on it, like when I go to the bathroom and I pull my pants back up and it rubs against it, it does hurt. It's not a painful hurt. It's just like a ow kind of weird hurt. It's like a really weird feeling. My right side of my incision, since my incision is a little bit higher up and longer on my right side than it is on my left side. It's numb still to this day on my right side. My incision is still numb. It's kind of a red color, so it's not all the way fully closed. I can tell that it's healing, but it's not healed yet. I can still notice that it's still in the process. Pretty much, I lost all my weight. I weigh 109 pounds. I started out at 105. I don't want to go down to 105 again, so I'm not trying to lose all my pregnancy weight. If anything, I want to go up to maybe 120. I can do everyday tasks now. I can vacuum, I can sweep, I can mop, I can do laundry, I can pick up things. The only thing that I can't do is run. When I run, it jiggles my incision and it kind of hurts. So I haven't been able to run yet. Or also, like if I try to pull something really heavy, it also feels like my incision's pulling apart and that kind of hurts. So I'm not trying to do that. But I can pick up things. Like my baby weighs 10.5 pounds and I can pick him up fine. I can pick up his car seat. I can push his stroller. I just can't pull. So that's pretty much everything that's been going on. It's nothing really interesting. I don't really know, you know, what else you guys would want to know about my postpartum. Stretch mark wise, my stretch marks that I have, there's no new ones. I've always had 4 stretch marks on each side of my sides over here, like on the sides. And that's just because I was really skinny when I was little. Then during middle school years, I got like not fat or chunky, I just gained more weight, and then I lost it all in 9th grade. And then I got super skinny like a bone again. And it just kind of stretched and let loose my skin and stretched it out and then let it loose again. And so that's why I have those stretch marks. They did get a little bit more purple during pregnancy, but they're pretty much going back to how they used to be. And, you know, I mean, stretch marks, it's whatever. It's not a big deal. I did get some stretch marks on the top of my legs, though, like on my thigh area on the top. I never had some there, but I did get some stretch marks on there, but they're not deep. They're just like little lines. And that's pretty much everything that, you know, I have to really talk about postpartum wise. I will go ahead and do like a belly shot of how, you know, my stomach looks now and all that. Everything's pretty much back to normal. I don't really notice much difference. My stomach was never really tight because I didn't work out. But, you know, it's the same as how it used to be. And I'll also show you guys my stretch marks. So I'll go ahead and do that right now. Let me put down the baby. Okay, so you guys are a little bit more down, so I don't know if it's going to give it a weird angle. It is, because I look really tall and super skinny. Okay, so here is my stomach with my shirt on. From the right side, ow, the front, the left side, and the back. So with my shirt up, there's my front. So it's a little jiggly and I don't know. I lied. I did get a few stretch marks in here and you can see them on there. I got like 3 stretch marks, but they're super small. My pregnancy line is fading a lot. It was super dark and it was crooked. It was really weird. It was like that. It wasn't straight. So there's from the right side, And like I said, I was never really had a tight stomach. I was always kind of like had these little flubs. So those I've always kind of had. And you can see my stretch marks in there. There's for my left side. And from the back. And I do have love handles a little bit. I really want to work out and do sit-ups and that kind of stuff to get rid of my love handles and my little stomach chunk. But it hurts to do that, so I'm not going to risk anything. And yeah, so I'm going to upload this and then do my baby's 4-month update. Thanks for watching.